You're welcome. You're welcome, you guys. I'm gonna delete this immediately. Hope you have a good night. I'm gonna end it here because I cannot beat that. It would be a downward spiral into drunken shenanigans if I continued trying to play the game and hang out and whatnot. Thank you guys for hanging out for all of It'll Do. That game was great, right? That game was great. Spelunky, great game. You should get it if you don't already have it. It was a great night. I'm so happy. Thank you for coming out Thursdays. Fucking love you guys to death. I can't express it enough. So much fun to have you people around when I play video games. You make every moment literally amazing. I appreciate it. Nah. Skylar Winter is fine. We're not gonna raid. I'm done. I'm tired. Whatever you want, but don't make it a raid. Okay. Here it is. Here's the one rule. Alright, screw it. If we're gonna raid, it has to be so strong. It has to be so strong. I want to see 22 out of 22 say ready. I want to see it happen. I want to see you guys say ready. We have to make it stronger than you'd ever believe. You guys are the best raiders I've ever met. I want you to get. I mean, if you're sitting down, you're drawing right now, you're watching it on an alternate monitor, you're coding, or you're playing another game, or if you're over there like mainlining heroin right now, I need you to stop, take the needle at your arm, and let's do a real raid. It's gonna take everyone here because we can't like base ourselves on numbers right now. We have to be strong. We have to be strong men, strong raiders. So please, if you can, be part of this raid. Who are we gonna raid? Jack LaFear? I want to raid Jack LaFear. I want to raid him so hard his face fucking hurts. I want to see what happens. Yes. That's what I say we do. All right, we're gonna go here. Everyone go here. Everyone go here and be
For
quiet.
Everybody out there that wonders what happens when you go into
quiet.
it. This is the first time I've done boss number one
Get
with two
ready.
people alive. 1.5 hearts between them. They beat as
This,
one.
man,
as two
it's
despicable
awesome.
little heroes running around in selfish purposes. Red and blue go in. They go down. They go slicing through skeletons and crushing through slimes. It is an amazing glorification of the doom that all shall be held. Death does not take us today. Life is our ally today. We move forward. We move despicably and undeniably to a way of victory. Victory it shall be. Fuck yeah. Star Wars, who wins, red or blue?
Alright. Copy, paste this.
Oh,
Get
red
ready.
Wins. Red wins.
Skyla,
All right,
tell me when you're ready.
Right.
Everyone get charged
That was glorious.
and ready.
I think it's time for us
Okay?
to try a zone 2.
I want firm, strong handshakes. I want
Wonderful and
fucking
good
fisticuffs
time.
to the battle mounts. I want this to be
Let me double check
strong,
on something
like you would
and see
not
what's
believe.
happening
Okay,
here.
okay, guys, this is the one time I'm trusting you. Okay, we're a small
Not
group
tonight,
tonight
I'm just
because we
letting you
played
know, I'm not
we
gonna
played
go
indie
into
games. We're gonna be a
massive
small group, but we gotta
amount
make our
of,
name
gameplay.
known. We gotta
Maybe got
fucking
another
beat
hour in it,
down
so
the
don't worry about
battlements.
sticking around
I'm
too
hitting my
late if you
webcam.
wanna stick
Sorry.
around to the end. But for the people who are here, I want to thank
Okay,
you. Do
3,
you all want to see
2,
me play more
1.
co-op? Do you want me to see
Go.
me play solo player? I would like to hear what you guys want. In the meantime, I'm going to get a drink, and I'm not going to move away. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to grab a big glass of water and drink. With my
You beautiful
allies and
people.
companions
You fucking beautiful
out
people.
there.
You're beautiful men and women and people. Oh, it's so strong. You guys are so strong. I love you to death.
Shit. One moment.
All right. This guy's amazing when raids happen. So.
Na 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 na.
This is beautiful. I thank you guys so much for this. So good. So strong. So strong.
From the distance comes an unusual spattering of dust on the actual trail. It's hiding what seems to be an assault. An assault on some of the most uncoordinated group ever. Stumbling upon themselves and stumbling upon people that don't even exist. As they're seeing double, triple, or quadruple the people near them, they move forward, assaulting into the fated forest, the one that is considered forbidden. They move in, stepping down the path, stepping in curiously, wondering how in the world shall we assault the Castle Harnakon tonight. They want riches, they want glory, they want everything that drunk kids want. But tonight, they won't even get to the castle. You see, they get to the Forbidden Forest and they run into what seems to be a trickster, a jester of sorts, looking at all of them, holding his palm up, nimble as it may be, 5 bony fingers with almost an unusual curling set of fingernails that are just a little bit too long. They get in there. They look and start to surround this unusual being, and it looks in a curious voice. It says, "Hello, how are you all doing tonight?" Now, the drunk kids immediately wonder, hey, do we assault this set of 6 people that we see? Because they don't realize it's only one. They're drunk and seeing double, triple, or even septuple. Immediately, a call from the crowd comes out, screaming, "Yes! We assault the castle!" This unusual creature, this being, this jester, lets out a cackling roar. You won't even make it there tonight, kiddos, because you don't have the necessary gear. It's such a queer situation.
Oh, we have the gear.
See, all of you steer in a direction that is veering you off course. All of you, immediately pissed off, go to arms and start to try and attack this unusual thing. This jester dodging deftly all of your very finite and well-timed attacks. There's nothing to be said suddenly. All of you sitting there and attempting to assault this mere jester. It chides you. It turns around and says, "If you can't take me, how can you take a castle?" And reality sets in. He might be right. He steers you off on a different direction, one that leads to a path down lower, not upper. As you go down, you go into a cave, go underground, and find an unusual set of ropes. Ones that you can use to swing across the chasm to get to the spire that Castle Harnakon stands upon. However, in the distance, your goal being known, you see the coal that is to the mines beneath the castle. Pointing forward, they scream out. In glorious guttural, who has a clue what the hell they sound like, sober screams, all of them grabbing ropes and swinging across. Some of them make the mark and get into it. Some of them land nearby on the spire, grabbing a hold of rocks and attempting to drunkenly scurry upwards. However, others don't make the cut. Suddenly, at this point, some of your drunken kids are drunkenly flying and have an intoxicating feeling before the intoxication ends abruptly as they hit the grounds below. The remainder of the army, though, the party at this point, are in the opening. A sobering experience as they look forward to the pure darkness with a lone single torch flickering in the distance like a beacon of doom entrancing you to your destination. As they go on, nimbly in their own minds, they approach this torch, grab it up as their first companion, and move forward in the tunnels as they start arcing in a singular one direction way. They get to a crossroads, and this is where they drunkenly have to choose your fate. The path forward to darkness. To the left, where a glimmer of light exists.
Forward to
right.
darkness.
Down a path with ropes that must be climbed.
Forward to darkness.
Choose your fate.
Forward
now.
to darkness. You
Good
bastards,
night,
go.
Mr. Zev. That's okay that the majority of your community doesn't drink. Those are the fuckers that didn't come.
Into the dark.
Moving forward into the darkness. Abating it with their lone companion of a torch, they move forward. Getting to a point where the wood in the walls itself supporting the ceiling seems to be rotten and decrepifying, they suddenly come upon what seems to be a small and open cavern. In the middle, an odd and almost slimy noise comes. This is the treasure that you seek. It must be guarding. The drunk kids spread out in an unusual and, in their minds, tactical assault pattern. They run forward to see what seems to be an unusual and large maggot curling upon itself. It wheels out and assaults back at them. They take their weapons, and despite the fact that they can't hit worth a damn, their drunken and unpredictable moves allow them a wonderful advantage of dodging. The maggot decides to devour some. The RNC decides it's a good time to assault it from the inside. At least that's what the rest of them
I
think
love this
as
guy
he
so
gets
much.
devoured, screaming a battle cry of pain, apparently. The spine mustache goes in for a deft strike on the right, followed by Visual Jamie.
No.
As both of them are going and assaulting the right side, feeling very powerful, they get a wheel of strikes comes and bears down on them. Drunk Kids Gaming jumps forward and tries to pull back, protecting them from the fury. The maggot, however, as combat proceeds, decides to whittle the group little by little. Its blood, a white and unusual pus, starts to spray around, some people screaming out and making crude and ugly jokes. Eventually, though, sobriety comes in and they retreat the caverns. Moving away, they decide to regroup. They're sitting around, pulling wood off of the walls themselves to create a small impromptu campfire they light. Stand around and start to ask, how do they regroup? What is the meaning of attacking this thing? Is it for revenge? How do they proceed? At this point, as they stand up,
No, Spine Mustache,
an arrow
no!
pierces the skull of Spine Mustache.
Spine...
And never mind, those are the deaths from before. They move forward, ready to assault.
No, no! We're
When
losing everyone!
suddenly, from
We're
around
losing
the
everybody!
corner comes an entire raid
No,
already in progress. The organization runs past them. The Drunk Kids Gaming stand back,
No.
mouths agape, wondering where all of these raiders have come from. They move forward. Drunk Kids Gaming shifts in as if it's their own raid as well. No one minds. The organization
Steal
does
yourselves,
not mind allies.
friends.
They could use pawns. Suddenly, without fury, without insanity, Lorg leads his army forward. They go into the cavern just recently assaulted and see dead bodies everywhere. Lorg, with snap and quick decisions, suddenly identifies the circumstance, analyzes it, dedicates resources as it needs to be, and starts calling out battle commands to his army. All of them moving around in ferocious,
I'm thoroughly
and
involved in this story right now.
assaults. They move in and out, darting in and out, dodging the assaults of the unusual large maggot-like creature in the middle of the cavern. Eventually, it gets to the point where the final blow must be made. Lorg jumps forward himself, stabbing it straight down as its body decides to go down into a pool of viscosity. People who get the reference, kudos to you. At that point, Lorg decides to split the bones of the creature, knowing that they're treasurable between the entire organization, a few of which, however, unfortunately have fallen. As they move around, looking around and wondering why in the world in this wonderfully crafted army there stands a bunch of drunk kids. They just stand there shrugging and saying, "Raiding?" They gather forth, Lorg pulling out his equipment, understanding from a map that he's obtained previously, and says, "We go further down." Going down into the mines, finding an elevator, going down with that in 3 different shifts, they move with efficiency unmatched by other raids. Going forward and turning around to the left and right, Lorg decides that they are at a point where the map does not tell them how to proceed. This is where Lorg eventually has to choose his fate. Choose your fate, Lorganization and Drunk Kids Gaming. Downward more by elevator, or use ropes to go down the cavern. In this case, it looks to be a situation
So
where
ropes.
the elevator itself
So
might
much
not
ropes.
support the weight. But then again, the time taken to go down by rope may actually turn around and have your invasion caught unaware. Lorg, seeing the situation, pulls out the ropes, tells everybody to go down in slow but yet methodical ways. One drunk kid from their game rating decides to try and test out the elevator. In an attempt midair, grabbed by the scruff of the back of his armor, Lorg yanks him and tosses him back. Two members of the organization grab the flying body, and Lorg screams at him, "I told you, fucking ropes!" He looks back and says, Why not the elevator?" Lorg sits there without even contemplation and says a witty pun. All of which the army starts going downward on the ropes, slowly, steadily, deeper into the caverns for their goal. An unforeseen change of atmosphere happens as people from above the cavern start falling over, screaming death. Battle cries above. It seems that the later half of the organization are fighting to create the opportunity to go further. Lorg curses under it, but understands losses are necessary, eventually reaching the bottom of the cavern. Before them lies a room. A portal, pristine, purple, and glowing, invites them in. Lorg stands there, gathers, and understands their situation, but as soon as they look back, they see goblins and orcs scaling down the ropes. They realize they have bided their time as much as they could. They go into the portal. On the other side of this unusual and weird portal, they find themselves in a snowfield. All plains, all in all directions. They look up into the sky, and the darkest dragon they have ever seen starts to flail down from the skies. There is not wind beneath its wings, but a collection of fear itself that it glides on as it lands on the ground, causing the actual snow itself to bury up into the sky, creating a mist. Under the shadows of it, the organization scatters, immediately seeing an incoming breath. They spread out, they split, they assault from both sides. The dragon takes to the sky as well, dropping organization members and Drunk Kids Gaming alike as they are able to hit the ground without damage per se because of the snow. Arrows take flight as bows are brought to bear, and the fight goes on for hours. Eventually, though, the dragon, wounded, oozing black, the snow littered with black and white so often that it's mistaken for cowhide, comes down to 3 different people. Drunk Kids Gaming himself, Lorg, and Goat Herd.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
A final strike must be chosen, but it must be struck by 3 at once. Choose your fate: mouth, tail, or chest of the dragon for your final strike.
Tail. Tail. Always go for the tail. Always tail.
Let's
Go
see how the
Lorg.
choice
Go
decides
Lorg.
to proceed, shall we?
Goat Herd. Good job. Good job. I think we win. Thanks. Thanks, Dark Souls 1.
Drunk Kids Gaming runs straight for the dragon. The other 2 split left and right. As they're going around the dragon's assault, the dragon sees an easy prey.
No. No.
As it jolts
No.
its venomous claws and venomous bite down towards Drunk Kids Gaming, he stumbles off to the right in a drunken yet practiced motion. Moving deftly underneath the chin and going right between the legs, the dragon itself starts to bring head around. Just to see as Lorg, Drunk Kids Gaming, and the Goat Herd all bring weapons down to its tail. Suddenly the tail whips around, bringing all 3 of them to the air. This was the wrong choice.
No.
A foot bears down on Goat Herd as the other 2 are snatched up finally into the jaws of the beast. As it's going down the neck of the beast, another pun comes out. Too bad in the inflamement of their crusting bodies, no one could hear
It's
it.
adorable. I love this guy so much.
That was the chapter of Drunk Kids Gaming and the organization. This was a glorious raid.
Well played.
For all of those who have stood by watching the chapter come to bear, I
rats.
advise you to give a follow to Drunk Kids Gaming
Strong
and
showing.
give a follow to Lorg.
All right, guys. We did well.
Now,
we
to point out,
almost got that
Lorg
dragon
is a
down.
special member of the
We almost got
cast
that master
because
down.
Lorg himself has the glory and understanding that he has copyrighted my show.
Lorg is an amazing
My
man.
name,
Anyways.
for all of those who don't know. Let's go back to this.
It's fucking
Is Jack Lafier. I'm the community manager of an indie game named Unepic. Good friend of Lorg, an aspiring friend of Drunk Kids Gaming, and the host of the Obligatory show, of which we have programs such as the Saturday Night Jackass Podcast.
Check this guy out. Anyways, follow him, guys.
Sunday Night
follow
Earth Dawn After
the
Dusk,
dude
and random
if
obligatory
you're
shows
not
during the week, such as the
already.
Bardcast, where I
Love
sing
y'all.
karaoke with the audience, or
I'm closing out tonight. I'm just going to play music. You follow this guy. Okay?
Gaming, where
Heart.
I ask members
Anyways,
of my jackasses to join me in a Zoom call and tell me what to do, and I cannot argue. I want to thank all of you for the follows. Your deaths feed the soul that Archon feeds on. And I want to say thank you for rating. Now, I do want to say that it is absolutely wonderful that you two have raided tonight. I want to glorify you by giving you both raid levels. You have not gained any treasure tonight, but that does not mean you have not gained glory. So, let's see what we got for raids, don't we? Lorg, leveled up, level 4. Drunk Kids Gaming, leveled up, level 2.